Let's try that again. All right, that should be correct. That should be correct. Am I over on Kick? Yes, I am. Am I over on Twitch? Yes, I am also, which means this should now appear here. And it does. Beautiful. All right. All these kind of important back end stuff, like, la la la. Okay, let's go over here. And then I'll be ready for the rest of you guys. There we do that. Save. And now I should be able to watch the chat, wherever there we go. There's the chat. I'll say like, hello, chat. All right, it's time. It's time to treasure hunt, is what it is. Let's see here. So what we're dealing with is the last time we did this treasure hunt, this is what we found. I mean, check this out. This is all silver. That is some nice looking silver there. That one in particular is kind of cool, just because they had that like little black remnants on it. So for today's adventure of it, I mean, check those ones out. You'll note that, so two of these are absolutely amazing silver, right? They are 1964. They are 1964. And they're 1965. And 1965 was only 40% silver. So what's going to be cool about this is, we're only doing $half now. It makes us find more silver. And also, it is not, it's much quicker. And it's literally more dollars of silver. Although, check out just how shiny that dime happens to be. All right, so we're going to put this to the side over there. But we know what we're looking for. And we're going to bust open this first $500 halves. So we're going move it over. And if you happen to join us in the chat, feel free to say hello. Oh my God, there we go. These things are quite heavy. We got ourselves a nice little box cutter. And we're going to, there we go. Open up our handy dandy box. Oh my God. And we're already off to the start. We'll just cut this part away. There we go. Get that in my... Hello, Jackson Coop. How are you doing? Oh, my Lord. Okay, so every one of these rolls is $10, right? And we've got... It's 500, which means we got 50 rolls in there. These, Jax, these are... This is silver. This is maybe silver. But we're hunting 1964 and 1965 and earlier $half, which is, it's worth good money. I mean, I think one full dollar worth is like $15 to $20. I'm not actually tracking direct spot. So we're going to start by grabbing one of these rolls, and we're going to work on starting to, there we go. Start by seeing what we're dealing with inside here. One fun part about silver is it is super obvious when it's silver. So if we happen to have any silver in a roll, it becomes super obvious that there's silver in there. When there's not, I mean, it's not, but what's that black on there? So let's take a look here. We're going to see, and if we're ever unsure, we can just look at the date, like 1978 right there. I wonder, can we zoom in? Does it make sense to zoom in? Let's take a look. It's not too bad. You guys let me know if you don't like that zoom view of it, right? What the? Okay, this is a nice, it's like a weird, like a 1983. Kind of looked like it said 1083. All right, but we're pretty sure that based on this little stack here, and I'm going to grab a flashlight. So give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a flashlight to give us a different way of looking at this as well. I'll tell you though, I went pretty heavy duty on that flashlight. Oh my Lord. All right, so that might be, what the? Okay, so these ones are super, super shiny right here. These are either brand new coins. Yeah, 2024. Look at that. Like I say, they're either brand new coins or they happen to be silver. Because when you look at these ones compared, we're going to put these next to a obviously non-silver, right? This is a 1983 and a 1996, right? So we're going to have these ones right next to it. And you might be looking at that saying like, oh, those look silver. Especially when we grab these two actual silver coins, right? And you'll note that they look closer. Let's get rid of that one. Let's replace it with this other one instead, that pure silver one. That pure silver one stands out. That when it's on the top, right? We go slap it in the middle, and you're like, whoa, that is obviously silver. That's kind of the key, is we're looking for coins that look like this, that really stand out in a pile. And that makes these ones that looked kind of silvery not look so silvery. No sound. Let me make sure, am I? Sound? Let me see. It's on the top. No, there's sound. There should 100% be sound. Let me know if anyone else is not getting sound at all, because I'm getting it from my side. All right, we're gonna put the actual silver ones back because I don't wanna lose real silver here. 1983, 1964 are very obvious real silver. And our also 1964 are real silver. So we're going to put our real silver away, and we're going to move away from these really brand new ones that are very much not silver. All right, so moving down the line, looking at some of these coins, we're looking at them to say, 2024 and 1973. We're pretty sure that there's absolutely no silver in this batch. But we'll do a spot check. Obviously, that will never be silver. Those ones like that. Let's see. How does it look like that? Whoa! Oh my lord! Yeah, those ones will not be silver. But it's so shiny. Can I do there we go. Maybe a softer view on that. All right. So yeah, we've got no silver in this batch, and that's okay. To find silver can be a challenge, but that is why it is a treasure hunt, indeed. So we're going to pick up all these ones, and we're going to put these to the side. And that side is probably going to be, I don't know, on the floor, in a bucket or something. I've got a box here. Let's put them in this box. A box for a projector. I'm just going to toss it right into this box here. And now we can move into our next roll. And our next roll is very obviously not on our enders here. Very much not silver. But we're going to see if we can find something inside here. Ooh. As I look at this from the side, I'm almost definitely saying that there's... What the... I was going to say definitely no silver, but what's that one? 1995. No. Just get rid of that immediately. Toss it in the box. Let me see here. But the rest of these, I stand pretty firmly that there's no silver in here. As we look at it kind of shift and shake. This one here looks a little weird. Again, 1971. So, no silver in this batch. Yeah, because there's no need to look at each coin individually. When we see it, when it's obvious, it'll be obvious. All right, check that out. Nothing on the enders. All right, so we go peel this away. We got to do this 50 times, 100 times total. All right, we've got ourselves this roll here. This is infinitely better than doing this with quarters, too. All right, anything standing out? I see a lot of copper, and pretty sure that we're looking at none in this pile here. Yeah. That one's a no. Let's just say, just toss $10 right into a box. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, those like so, they're so shiny and shimmery, but no silver in there. I mean, we'll check this one here. We'll check these ones that kind of stand out a little bit, right? That's because it's brand new. That's why that one stood out. Check out that one. That's brand new. That's why it stood out. The rest of them are so obviously not. Wait a second. What's that one? The one without the edges. 1979. Okay. Sometime you'll have them where they don't have ridges on the side. And you'll be like, what's going on with the non-ridges? All right. Moving on to the next one. Wow. Okay. All right. They cap this one like that. Enders on both sides, just like that. All right. So let me know where you're watching from. I know where I'm doing this from. I only got $1,000 worth of these halves because that's all they could get me. I had an order in for $2,000, but they called me this morning and they said, "Hey, we've got 1,000 on hand." I said, "Okay, I'll take 1,000." You know, they apologized for not having the 2,000, but I'll take what I can get because I put my order in a while ago. Let's see here. And all it takes is finding one to make the entire adventure worth it. More than one is also pretty awesome. Just like when I found these, like we were having before, and I found these 3. I mean, that is a pretty sweet amount of 264s at 90% and 165 at 40%. Okay, so let's see here. Any what's that? Wait, what is that? What? Oh, yeah, 2024. See how shiny that is in the middle there? It's like, what's going on here? That just stands out so strongly. What about that other shiny one? Yeah, that's a 2018. You know. So otherwise, as I look at it, I hold it at different angles. It's all copper. All right, moving on to the next roll. And you might say to yourself, these are machine rolled. So machine rolled, you're not going to find silver. And the answer is no, you're totally going to find silver. I totally have found silver. So don't feel like machine rolled equals no silver, or that people are checking it, because they really aren't. Look at that. That's all copper there. Yeah, that's all copper there. All right. Ooh. Who is that? What? I mean, I know who it is, but what year is that? Let's see. What the? Okay, it's 1974. It looks kind of beat up. All right, let's grab the rest out. One thing about this is doing this is quite nasty in the marks and stuff it leaves on your skin. You know, so there's a brand new one. Look at that. I mean, it's so shiny. Let's see. The rest of these are super copper. Super copper in that angle there. So, nope. And we'll drop those 4 as well. Dropping $2. Now, that was super shiny. But that one, not nearly as shiny. This lamp adjustable, let's see. Let me know if you like that light better or worse. That's a key part. I've got a lot of lights in here. Just making sure I'm choosing the right ones to provide. Actually, that helps me. So if you like it, that's great, because I definitely am liking the way I'm able to see how copper this is immediately. Although this one without the edges, I always gotta go take a look at those. 1999. Okay. So I don't know why some of them don't have edges. If somebody knows why they don't have edges sometimes, you know, go ahead and say, "Yo, this is the reason." I mean, is it worn off? Is that the logic? I don't know. And I don't know. I'm gonna go take a look here. Am I connected to this other monitor? Apparently, I'm not. But am I? I want to see if there's like chat going on the YouTube, and I'm just not seeing it. Let's see. No, I was seeing it before. Okay. We'll go back over here because I'm just looking at everything from the lens of Restream. All right. Okay. There we go. Pretty sure this is all copper, or all mixed base, but I'm pretty sure there's no silver. That's the key there. Thank you. I do have long fingers a little bit, and they're also like they're intricate and allow me to do very very small things. I always described it as they were designed for pulling jumpers on old motherboards and stuff like that. That's how I would describe Southern Mofo. Okay, this one's a definite no, but grab that one there. 1980, okay. Otherwise, that was the only, we'll call it suspicious one, any level of sus. I don't know. But nothing stand out in those. The teller who brought these coins over to me, I mean, I know how heavy these boxes are. These boxes are heavy. And he carried both of them over like it was nothing. I'm like, damn. Because these boxes are heavy. They are super, super heavy. This is a brand new one. Yeah, that's a brand new one. Yeah, they're so shiny. And a little too shiny for my needs here. I want to have a nice little kind of silvery matte finish where it's, it's like, or what's that patina that ends up on silver when silver, I don't know, what is that? The oxidation. The price range for 64. That's a good question, Quinn. If someone wants to check that real quick, I can go pull it up. But the way a lot of people will describe these typically is calling it like constitutional silver. Let me make sure we check on that. They'll, let's see, how many silver coins do an average box? It's a good question. We're going to find out. So in this box, we have 50 of these $10 rolls. And in each side of each $10 roll, there's 20 coins. So what's 50 times 20? Is that 1,000? Yes, that's 1,000 because $500.50. Yeah, there's 1,000. There's 1,000 rolls, 1,000 coins per box, 50 rolls per box. Yeah, I'm doing base math for us here as I try to figure this out. And I'll try to answer your question here in a second, Quinn, unless someone else has pulled up what the current spot price of silver is. So let's see, any action on these ones? It looks like a definitive no. All right, so we're gonna go take a look. We're gonna look at my nasty, dirty fingers here. We're gonna go and let's see, current spot price of silver. Current spot price of silver is, why are you not telling me? $33.16 per ounce. All right, and current spot price of constitutional silver is what we're gonna go search for next, which is to say, will it tell me? I'd have to go to a web page or something like that. Let me go back and find the chat. Each of these coins, these 50-cent coins, are basically, the people will treat it like a $1 worth of constitutional silver. So if you had 4 quarters, 2 halves, or 10 dimes, right? Any of those situations, that will give you, as I drop a coin, that'll give you what I believe to be is like about an ounce worth of silver. And I could be wrong about that. An ounce worth of silver, or 90% of an ounce worth of silver. All right, so let's go. Take a look at these ones. Let's see anything standing out in them. No. And when you do see it, though, it's pretty awesome. I'm just going to check that one real quick. 1997. When you do find it, it really is kind of awesome. I've checked out, the Silver Seeker tends to do some of these videos on it. We're going to check this. Current price of $1 worth of constitutional silver. So it's about $22 right now. So here's the math on that then. When I found these 2 coins, this $1 worth is actually worth $22. And that's worth it. That's worth it for fun adventure. It's worth it for the gas side of it. Oh, let me switch myself back over. I was on YouTube. I want to switch over to Restream. Even not finding any, but finding something is that's why we're doing this, right? We're not doing it so much to not find any. What are you? You are definitely not, 1974. It kind of stands out in such an obvious way. But you have that kind of flat edge, All right, checking that one there. We are almost halfway through with this box, because as you can see there, I mean, because we're almost halfway through with this box. Oop. Nope, that is... Wait, I'm going to take a look at one of those, but that's like a kind of obvious nope. We're just going to grab that one, 1973. And we'll just take a look at its brother next to it, 1971. All right. All right, brand new, and probably equally enough new. All right, let's see here. Ooh, there we go. Come on, what are you doing to me here? All right, what do you got here? What do you got? You got nothing. That's what you got here. Okay. I will say buying a box is preferred. I've gone through thousands and thousands of dollars worth of coins not in a box and never found any. And then when I bought 3 boxes worth, I actually found a little bit, which was super awesome because that was the whole point of it, is to find some. These days, it's a lot harder to find a lot of it because during the pandemic, people went crazy town and bought like all the coins. But not all of them, because obviously we still run into it all the time. All right, how about anything here? No, this one is super, super copper, and it's 1990 something or other. But no, that one's solid now. Looking at these one by one is quite lengthy. That's why we're not doing it. That's why we're looking at it, on a roll by roll basis. If we can find it in a roll, believe me, you'll know when we find it. It'll be super obvious when we actually see it. Because when you look at this and it's like, hey, all that looks like it's, coppery, basically. Because it is. It's all whatever the base metals that make up a 50-cent piece are. After 1964, 1965. All right, what do you got there? Nope, you're 1973. You're all very obviously, call it brand new. What about you? You anything? 1971. No, those ones are... 1971 seemed like a interesting year for some of these coins. Ooh, what's that? It is... That's a bit healthy, no. Okay. We are 2 more, and then we are going to be 50% of the way done with this box. Which actually makes us 25% of the way done with all the boxes. That one's got a weird green thing on it. What are you? What? Okay, you're nothing. How about you there? No, you're also nothing. All right, so any of you? Nope. All right. We're into this one here. And there we are. We are officially halfway of one box, quarter of the way through all 4 boxes. 2 boxes. Or 4 packs. All right, so nope. Moving down. I will advise you, if you happen to do this, make sure that you have like a credit union where you can take your change to and process it there. Preferably when you can do it yourself as opposed to giving it to somebody. And these have a tendency to break the machines or fill the machines up completely. That is not at all uncommon. I don't like to involve the people. If I have the machine, I can run it myself. I'd rather just do it myself and then deal with it when it breaks on me. But when I ran half this much, and they're like, oh, no, the machine's broken, we have to do it ourselves. I'm like, oh, okay. It took them over a half an hour to do this. Just so I could have them give me back the money in U.S. currency. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here is every $0.50 is worth a $0.50. You can't lose money on this. Especially in 50-cent pieces, because you're very less likely to run into like weird foreign coins. If you're doing nickels or dimes or or quarters, you might occasionally get like a Canadian quarter or some other, foreign currency. But in the case of half dollars, very rare to get a non-half dollar. And doing this in dollars is less fun because it's very hard to get yourself on a roll of dollar coins that are, gigantic. And then you play a different game with the gold coins, all the Sacagawea coins. Because then you're having to look at each coin individually. And that is so much work. I've done it. It's just so much work. It's far too much work. Especially when I want to find a silver, not errors. This error's worth $1 million. Yeah, I'm not going to find that error. You're going to make me do like double time trying to find it there. Okay. We're going to see this one. It's flat edge. Is it 1971? The answer is 1996. What is going on? Okay. We're going to find it. I hope. We're going to find some silver in here. I found some before, so I'm optimistic. Not about this roll. This roll is dead. Just make sure. Yeah. We could get these under a magnifier. I think I got a magnifier somewhere. I had some company hit me up and be like, "Hey, we'd love to have you have a magnifier on your channel." And I'm like, "That sounds great. Send it." That's a 1971 there. And that is a 1971 there. All right. Let's see. Now, does anybody out there collect coins from their birth? Let's say, the year you were born. Right? There's nothing in this roll here. What the hell is this? That's obviously a brand new 2023. Check that out. There we go. And I believe Amazon is outside delivering packages to me right now, as I get every day, 2 or 3 times a day. If you guys would like to see the world of my package deliveries, you let me know. We can certainly do. I used to have a channel just for that, but it was never monetized. So as a result, I just had lots of packages from all the packages that we get every single day. Actually, one of these channels was converted into that. That's right. If you're watching this on the Vegas Prime Life channel, that used to be called My Daily Packages. All right, so no luck on this. No treasure here, that's what I'm saying. What do you do with the coins that aren't silver? Paid in Ha. I take those coins and deposit them back in the bank. So you can't lose money on this. So I'll put it to you in a perspective like this is, I have right here 2 coins that are worth $1. So I put that back in the bank and I get $1 back. So yeah, there's no loss in this journey at all. If you happen to have a roll that somehow was short, it was missing like a half dollar, which very rarely happens. You're more likely to actually run into a roll that is a little too thick, that actually has an extra coin in it. That is a possibility. I have run into that in quarter rolls. Actually, one time I had a quarter roll that was short, and I had another quarter roll that was too thick. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll take that. I don't do quarters anymore, searching for silver in quarters, because it's just, there's so many quarters. Oh my God. There's just so much work to do on that. And I don't do dimes, which I did for this dime here. This is a 1930 something, 19 something. The reason I don't do dimes is I can't tell you what date that is. It's way too hard to read these things. That's why I don't do dimes anymore. I would have to 100% use a magnifier just for that. All right, so let's see. Go back to here. And they don't stand out quite as obvious as these do when you have, silver in them. And I'll just, we'll just put it for context here. So take a look at this here. This is obviously has no silver, right? And I'm going to go insert some silver in here. Can you tell me where the silver is? Because it's super obvious now where the silver happens to be, right? The silver happens to be right there because it stands out, you know, like a sore thumb. We just check. Ah! Yeah, 1979 and 1970 garbage. Okay. We're going to take a look at these two. Brand new, super shiny, and yeah, all those are going in there. So, Quinn, how often do we buy these? I actually get these from the bank. I just go over to my bank like, hey, can you order me you know, I had to order in for... there. I had to order in for 2,000 in halves, and they called me to say, hey, we got 1,000 in of halves if you want to come get them. And I said, yeah, absolutely, I'll take 1,000 in halves. So you just go to your bank, and often they will just put an order in for you because banks order currency. That's what banks do, right? They you can go in there and say, hey, give me give me 1,000 and $2 bills, and it may take a while to fulfill, but they'll eventually go and do that. There's no charge to do this because it's just, you know, moving currency inside the bank. It's possible some might charge, but my bank doesn't charge as a member of the bank. Which brings an important part. If you're going to do this, like I said before, make sure you have a credit union, because credit unions typically have coin machines, and then take your coins and process them through the credit union. So get them from one place and then return them to another place. It's going to save you a lot of grief, usually what it is. It'll, and in the end, it'll grief the credit union, but that's fine. All right, so far nothing. That's what I'm glad we got 2 boxes of this. So far 0 silver to be found. Let's see, anything standing out in this pack here? What are you on the end? No, you obviously can't be because you have that on the back, which tells me that you are 1976, right? Because that is the bicentennial. Yeah, so, nope, nothing in that pile. Let's see. It's very easy to break whatever container you're putting these into. I've ripped a lot of bags to carry these. It's a fun experience ripping those bags. All right, so this is a solid no. You know, and you definitely get into the practice of being able to tell. That's why I'm not like paging through each individual coin. Let's see how long we've been going. 30 minutes, and we've gotten through 1 box. Right? I mean, we still have 2, 4, 6 more rolls after this one here, but that's serious progress. And then afterwards, I can just go take it over to the bank. I mean, not right now because the bank is closed. But what are you? You are 1997. Okay. Now, sometimes they can be just a little shinier than others, but shiny does not equal silver. Let's see. How about you? Oh my God, look at that. Look how dirty that is. Ooh. What's that? We're gonna take a look at that. Maybe it's nothing. It's probably nothing, but so let's take a look here. What is this? Right there. Oh, 1976. It just had that look to it, though. How about... Nope. It's a solid no on the rest of you. Now, if any of you have, like, you know, an old jar of coins that you would collect or something like that, or those plastic water bottles, a lot of people do that. What are you? You're brand new, aren't you? You're absolutely brand new? Yeah, in fact, you're thicker than the rest with how brand new you happen to be. But if you have one of those things, it's a great place to go looking through it to see if you happen to have any silver. Because, I mean, think of it this way. Would you rather have a 50-cent piece worth 50 cents or have it be worth like $15? It's like, damn. You know? Okay, there's definitely, these have to be like brand new ones hiding in here. They have to be. All right, so we're going to walk through this one. Brand new, brand new. That one's obviously brand new. 1993, brand new, 74. Enough of these looks just so shiny in there that I'm paging through them. 1996, 2003, 81, no, and nope. All right, come on. We've got, there we go, 3 more rolls in this box. Am I surprised we found none so far? I'm disappointed that we found none so far. Not surprised. Definitely should never be surprised to not find silver. But I'll be super excited should we happen to find some silver. Oh, nope, nothing there. Yeah, let's see. No, that doesn't help. I'll be honest. That does not help one bit. What are you there? You're 1973. Okay. You can do this with pennies as well, not for silver, obviously. You can do this for pennies, looking for like buffalo and wheat and other things like that. That can be fun. What's really fun about these treasure hunts is they cost what they cost, and you can always return it to the bank. You know what I mean? You can always get your money back. All right, the final roll. For this, we're going to knock all this stuff you can't see off the edge here. We're going to knock all this paper off the table, which I totally should have not done that. All right, so we're going to see the last one here. Those look brand new. We're going to see. Yeah, you're like totally brand new. So we're going to walk through each of these. 2023, Bicentennial, 1971, 1970 something, 1980 something, brand new, something like that. Bicentennial, 73, what are you? You're 71, 72 with tape on you for some reason. 2018, and then 1971. That's the crazy thing about coins is you can have a 2023 right next to a 1960, All right, so 0 in that first box. But, wow. But we're not done. Okay. Bust that one open. Let's see it. Come on. There we are. 1,000 more quarters to go through. They look like shells. And like, okay. So we're not even gonna bother checking for rounders, but rather are gonna jump straight into the guts of these things. It is a definitive no. No. All right, next up. How about you here? You have a good time still to move up? Let's see here. This one is a solid hardcore. Nope. All right, come on. We're gonna find it. I feel like winter is calling me. All right, look at that. There is a very much... Now, it kind of looks... See those ones? Like, oh, that's actually not a bad way to look at it. Be like, hey, maybe these ones. Like, no, I mean, it's because they're so brand new that they don't have a chance to get stuff on it. So I am looking for silver and specifically to that certain dates, right? So I'm looking for ones that fall within the silver years. So 65 for 40% and 64 and before, right? That's what I'm directly looking for. I don't care what years they are prior to that. I mean, I'll take anything that may be worth more than something, but the primary goal of this is silver treasure hunting because it's something anybody can do. You know what I mean? Winter is trying to summon me. Let's see. Because sometimes you'll have them and they'll be like, oh, wow, look at that. Like, that one looks like it. But it's like, it's not, though. Watch me be wrong. And like, oh, see, that's a brand new. Be like, oh, But So you see that, right? And some of them kind of looks like that, right? So we're going to go and we're going to grab a 64. And now look at it. It's like that one. It's like, yeah, you can tell that one. This one is brand new, though. So it's like we get rid of the brand new ones. So like it still stands out to say, hey, yeah, that was totally 1964. That's totally silver. And definitely make sure you don't drop those into your bucket of mess. You know what I mean? Because my bucket of mess is, there's a lot in there. There's hundreds and hundreds of dollars in there of these things. But it'll be also not hard to find because they do stand out so strongly, right? The one hard part you run into is if you run into a 1965, right? Oh yeah, I dropped that one. The reason I say that is, look at these ones here, right? That 65 looks like oh, that's copper, because it is, right? 1965 has 40% silver versus, you know, being butted up on each side by these super obviously silver ones, right? But then so you gotta keep an eye out for those ones because they can hide in a sea, and then you're costing yourself a little silver journey. So, which still far is better than manually looking at each coin, trying to see if it check the date. You know, you want something that's going to stand out, and then check the date, right? So when you look at a pile like that, you're like, oh, some of these, no, but, and I know from my angle, the camera doesn't show as much as you can see it there. Like that one right there kind of like stands out, like, yeah, that's got to be something. And I go and I pull it and we find like, no, that's brand new. Like, damn it. Oh. So from a camera's angle, super shiny looks kind of silver. But from your naked eye, you're like, oh, no, it's super obvious. You know. And that's the power of knowing that. So that way you save yourself some time. Now, like a whole bunch of these look like they're like, oh man, but you can tell. You can tell that they're I'm telling you. Believe me, if there was that much silver in there, that would be awesome. but it's not. All right, well, we are making our way through, almost halfway done with this box, or almost 70%, 75% of the way done. I can math. All right, so let's see. How do we look here? No. If I find something a little suspicious, I'll show you guys held in my hand like I did before. Just because I want to, like that one right there. It's like, oh, that looks so cool, right? It's right there. And you're like, damn it. Oh, it's so shiny. It's too shiny, Let's see. How about over here? That would absolutely be awesome to find a few inside of a single roll. And I'll tell you, sometimes you will find that. So there are some folks, and you can find some videos and stuff on it, where they found like rolls that were bought in the 50s or something, or the 60s. And they are all coins from that era. And it's like, damn. And that is exactly, it's not just a few. Often that is a full roll of straight up silver. And that is super awesome is what that is. I mean, that's basically like finding silver bars, in your walls or something along those lines. Nope. That was a big nope. Like, you ever hear those radio ads for those, we found these rolls of gold coins that we're going to sell you for nothing, right? These coins that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're going to sell them to you for list price. Like, no, they're not. That's a total scam, is what that is. And they're allowed to scam like that. They're legally allowed to run ads like that. It's not ethical, but it is technically legal. What's that? Okay, it's 1971. That one, I mean, it just kind of had that line to it, making me think. But yeah, as we dig into the narrow weeds of it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 200 more coins to look at before we get to the halfway done in this thing, at 75% mark. Okay, maybe you a little bit there. Wait, no, I don't even need to. I don't even need the secondary inspect. That's how confident I am. You know, and I'm not. It's free to look, but oh my god, I rolled this bit. Unrolled that bit. It's free to look at it, but sometimes it's like it's not worth looking for something. It becomes so obvious. Okay. What about you there? Let's see. Come on. Hang on, there might be no, that one's super not it. As I drop in there. Yeah, 1993. That's not it. How about any of you ones? No, you're all super, what's the word? Super coppery. We'll just call it that. I have, how many of you watch the channel or channels normally? I have a lot of content that I've recorded, but not uploaded. Measured in the thousands. I honestly have thousands of videos. Every now and then when we're doing corporate restructuring, I take a break from posting some videos, and that's why I've had a bit of a lapse recently. Okay, this one's obviously not a bit, but it's totally coppery on the side, you know. So I just wanted to take a look at that. So hopefully I'll get around to posting some more stuff, and do some more live things as well. I've had to travel for work lately as well, which has eaten into some of my travel to Las Vegas or other things. Oh, fun story. I was recording a video at the Fontainebleau, as I do, and they came over and they're like, "You can't record here at all." I'm like, "What?" That was news to me. I'm like, that means I can't play your slots if I can't record the slots. I'm like, they're just following their orders. Was that a good idea? No, that's a terrible idea. So I was just holding a camera in my hand. I wasn't even doing anything crazy with it. And the game in question that was being played at that moment was the Journey to Planet Moolah. That one. That was the one. And we just got that in my local casino just like a week ago. They finally... Ooh, what the hell? What is that? What is that? Is that an oxidized one? Or is it just a nasty one? That's just not oxidized. It's just a nasty one. Yeah, that's exactly. When people just do my job, I'm like, you know what? Hey, you do your job. I respect you, doing the job that is your job, What the hell? All right, this was a weird roll with some kind of janky looking ones in there, but these brand new ones that kind of stand out. Whenever security's like, you need to do this, and I'm like, all right, you don't write the laws or the rules. You're just enforcing which you've been told. So I don't take offense at it. I've seen some people take offense at it, but it is what it is. No. I was pretty sure that it was a no, but I decided I'll check a few extra pieces of it. Okay, here we go. We're down to... It's the last roll before we get to the last rolls. What are you? 1972. But you looked kind of cool. How about the rest of you in here? Nope. So, how many of you have caught my craps videos and or would like to catch other craps videos? I just took this tripod that I'm using right now from... this is normally mounted with all my craps equipment for when I do my craps videos. Wow, we are moving our way down the line. We found 0 so far. My God. It's okay. Yeah, it's not costing us any money. We're not breaking the bank. I mean, we had to borrow money from the bank, borrow our money from the bank. So far, 0 in this box, but on the last one I did, I had found where I had a box of one box, I found 3 in. 1 box of quarters, I found 1. And 1 box of dimes, I found 1 dime as well. So that's the total that I have found. And that was all within one. It was all one video that I recorded. But I didn't do it. I did it live, but not live. So I never actually posted the recording of it. But it is all recorded, which was super awesome to catch those ones in there. No, you're janky. You're totally janky looking. Yeah, you're 1972. Can you imagine holding something in your hand that's, 50 years old or something like that, and you're like, what am I looking for here? And the fact that we use this on a daily basis, like, I'd like to buy a thing. Okay, do you have currency? I'm like, I've got this piece of metal that's 1,000 years old. Will you take that? And they'll be like, yeah, the government totally uses that still. That's the world that we live in. Like, a bunch of brand new ones. Come on. No. And no. Come on, let's find some in here. The best part is if we don't find any, which will suck, but it shows you the realistic things that could happen. But, so that way you're not, like, too disappointed if you don't find any when you're, hunting yourself. What about you? What are you? You are 1971. Okay. You are not what we're looking for. The rest of you, you're totally copper. Wow. So Southern Mofo said, I've seen a streamer sell 72 halves for $8 each. So there's a thing. Depending upon when that stream happened to be, that was probably spot. You know what I mean? Because that is, because the price of silver changes every, single minute, basically. Maybe more often than a minute as well, but, pretty frequently. So sometimes there were times where that was, he's charging too much. And then there's other times where it's like, man, that's a steal. What are you? You are totally not one, but you were look at the band of the copper on that there. We're going to, I'll turn it over that way you can kind of see. It's like super obvious there. What are you? You are brand new. Yeah. You are brand new. I'm looking at this through the lens, and then you are brand new. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing, actually. So the price of silver moves all the time. It's quite frequent how often it moves around. If I were doing this streaming using like OBS or something, I could have like a thing that's tracking the current price and moving it around and such. But I'm not streaming using OBS. I'm streaming directly from my phone over into Restream. Here we go. Let's move that over there. What the? Okay, you are totally not copper there. You're totally not silver. You're just janky, right? 1981. They are only minting brand new coins, with the current year on them. Just put it that way. So that's why we see a lot of like 2023, 2024, etc. We will never see a coin printed for the past. You know what I mean? So the only way you'll see a coin that says, 2018 on it, for example, is if it was minted in the year 2018. Yeah, it's so nasty. Well, okay, so speaking of nasty, look at my fingers there. It's so nasty. Anything in this pile here? That's a no. Nope. Look at that, we made a little shape. Made a little like kind of U shaped or a C shape. Depending upon the way we're looking at it. How about... That's... Nope. Oh my god, I gotta pick those up. Don't need those going anywhere. Oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to move that box. I'm gonna need to, but that box is quite heavy. All right, what do we have here? I think we've got nothing here is what we have. Yeah. Oh, let me open that box back up. The shiny old ones. So they might have been out of circulation, or they might have been circulated, but just sat in someone's house or something like that, right? You know, because there's true out of circulation where they were never circulated, right? That exists. You know, they sat inside people's. They might have been sold as part of an album that was never in circulation. That's a possibility. But the nastier ones obviously are super nasty, right? Those ones have been, who knows, peed on or, or other things like that. Oh my god. Yeah, look at that. Like, I feel like it looks like bruises. That's what we're looking at there. Nasty bruises. The good thing about coins is they're less likely to hold disease. And I mentioned that explicitly. You can go look this up. The flu can be carried on bills. You know what I mean? On money, cash money. The flu is not going to live on, a copper coin. You know what I mean? Or a variation copper coin. But the flu can absolutely be transmitted. You go cough on a dollar bill, give it to a clerk, they put it in the drawer, it spreads over the other stuff on there, then they give it to another person. That's honestly how a lot of our disease traverses around, is through filthy money, all right? We can call it dirty money if we want. All right, so here we are into our handful of rolls left. So far, nothing. So far, nothing obvious. Nothing but nasty, dirty hands is what we've been finding so far. Nasty, dirty hands. There you go, another flat edge kind of one. Yeah, bicentennial. So weird, right? Okay, what are we down to? We're down to our last 100 coins. Our last 5 rolls. Boom, 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 boom. This is my mouse pad that I'm using here. So as you're like, hey, American flag, yeah, go America. So yeah, that is the mouse pad that I use every day for... I don't actually have any mice, but that is a good point. I do have this mouse pad, but I don't have a mouse that I use. I do technically have one for one of the computers over here to the side. No, you did not bring any bad luck at all, Southern Mofo. Absolutely not. 1999, that wasn't a bad year. Right? That kicked off into the not the new millennium, right? Because that was a different thing. But kicked off into the Y2K bug. How about you guys here? No, and so shiny, so gold. I've considered creating like an AI program to go and analyze the coins to look for, different color, temperature, and, yada yada, stuff like that. But that's less fun, right? And that'd be great if I ran a laundromat, for example, and was dealing with a lot of quarters. All right, let's see here. All right, and we are at the final, and no. So, I'm going to bring down here. Let's go move ourselves a little bit. There we go. This is what we're dealing with here. I'm going to stick my hands in. Absolutely disgusting thing to do, but... My lord. Okay, so that right in there. We've got $1,000 worth of $half. And, nope, no silver in them. So, unsuccessful adventure for this one, but you know what? I can promise you there was no silver in there. So, you got to try what you try and when you try it. That's kind of the journey of this. And at the very least, I can go take this to the bank tomorrow and be like, hey, give me $1,000. And I will get $1,000 back after I break their machine several times. So that's the joy. I'm glad you guys could join us on this adventure. I wish we found some silver, but for at least for now, we know, hey, silver is possible to find. And that's kind of nice. And yeah, exactly. It is. At least it's $1,000 that I get back, right? Versus like, there's no gambling in this. This was a guarantee. It's gonna be $1,000 or $999.50, and then a coin worth, more than its face value. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go see what Winter wants for me.